everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Teresa. Today we're going to make a DIY version of some elegant candle holders that I saw online. They're called Malha candle holders. The items we're going to be using for our DIY version are Dollar Tree table card holders. We're going to be using these decorative gems. I purchased these from Michael's. We'll be using 3 different sizes. We're going to be using assorted key rings, doll heads. These are wooden wheels, Dollar Tree candles. We'll be using these flat back diamonds. We're also going to be using flat back gold beads. I'm going to be using gold spray paint. You can use the color of your choice. You'll need your strongest glue. You'll need your wire cutter, scissors, glue gun. So let's get started. Now the first thing we want to do is create the base for our DIY candle holders, and for that we're going to be using the Dollar Tree table card holder, your wooden wheel and doll head. The wheel is 1 1/4 inch and the doll head is 1 inch. For this DIY I used 3 doll heads and 7 wheels. Now the first thing you want to do is twist your rings out and then use your wire cutter to snip off the ends so that it looks like this. Then you want to glue on your wheel and your doll head onto the silver base so that it looks like this. And then we want to spray paint our bases. For this DIY, I made 3 candle holders, so I have 3 bases. I'm using gold. You can use whatever color spray paint you choose. And so your base is going to look like this. Then you want to spray paint your rings that you're going to be using for this DIY. I'll be using 11 of the table card holder rings. I used 11 32mm key rings. I used 9 1-inch key rings, and I used 9 12mm and smaller key rings. Spray painted them and they look like this. Next, we're going to make the tops for our DIY candle holders. We're going to be using the silver base, the Dollar Tree card holder ring, and the wooden wheel. And we're going to glue the wheel onto the silver base and then glue the large ring onto that so that it looks like this. And then you're going to spray paint them like this. And as you noticed, I didn't add the 1-inch doll head here. I just used the wheel, the ring, and the silver piece. Now we're going to glue the rings onto your decorative gems using your strong glue. You're just going to add your glue around the edge of each gem, press your rings on to each gem, and when you're done, they should look like this. Now you want to make sure that you let these sit for a couple of hours before you finish completing your candle holders. Now we're going to glue the large ring onto the base of the DIY candle holder using your strong glue. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to be using the glue gun. Add some glue to the bottom of the ring. Press it onto the doll head. Now you want to wait about 5 to 10 minutes before you move on to your next step. Now you want to add your 1-inch ringed gem to the large ring, and we're going to glue it slightly to the side, so I'm going to add some glue. Let it sit before you move on to your next step. Now we're going to add the large ringed gem. Add some glue. Slightly to the side, not straight up and down, just slightly to the side. Now we're going to let this sit for about 5 minutes, and then we'll add our next gem. Now we're going to add our next gem. Just kind of place it to see where you're going to glue it. Add some glue. Now this is where we use our beads, because you're going to have these glue clumps. So we're using the beads for decorations, also to hide the glue clumps, and also to hold, give this extra hold. Now I'm going to go ahead and add our next gem right in the center. We're going to let this sit for a few minutes before we move on. Now we're going to finish putting the candle holder together. All together, come back and show you the entire DIY project.